What is up, guys? Bloodburger here with some Diablo stuff, fresh, hot off the presses. They actually just published this blog maybe like an hour ago about the 1.04 patch, the legendary item improvements that they're going to be making. A lot of cool stuff here. I just sat here and read through all of it. Um, their main focus is that they want these items to feel unique. Right now, when you get a legendary drop, you're like, whatever, it probably sucks anyway. So you just leave it on the ground, or sell it for 500,000 gold or whatever. Unless it's like Helm of Command or something awesome that you can actually use. But what they're trying to do is increase the quality of these items so that they really feel like they're legendary, and I think they're taking a great step in the right direction. Let's just dive in and take a look at some of these things here. The main focus is what they wanted to do is actually give players some of the affixes that monsters are getting. So you'll fight maybe one of those shielding invulnerable minion type mobs with those awful shields around them. You're Whirlwind Barbarian, you lose all your fucking fury and it drives you crazy. Excuse my French, pardon my French there. We've all fought those, but anyway, this is an example of a lidless wall, which now gives you a chance to be shielded when hit by enemies, so you would actually have that effect placed on you, which I think is pretty cool. Here's another example of a staff. It's called the Tormentor. You can already see that the damage is really high. Critical hit damage increased by 113%, which is a crap ton. But the kicker here is that it has a 31% chance to charm enemies when you hit them. So it's kind of like the Enchantress ability that allows you to turn the mobs against one another. So that's another example of monster affixes and whatnot being granted to players, which is pretty cool. Also, these Firewalkers, they give you a chance to burn the ground that you walk on. So basically it's like is it Molten? Yeah, Molten. Or is it Desecrator? I forget. But most of you guys are probably Whirlwind Barbs. You've been kited by mobs that have fire coming out of their feet, and it's a pain in the ass. So now we can use that against the monsters. They also have like some kitty stuff here. Not really kitty stuff, but joke or gag type items. These pants make you stink. It gives you a debuff and a gas cloud effect that spreads to friendly players. It's just like a joke item. Now here is an example of an old Skycutter versus a new Skycutter. You see the damage is much improved from 577 to 853. Let's see what kind of stat bonuses. Stat bonuses are pretty much the same, except here you get an 8% chance or 8% increased damage to demons, and then there is a chance to summon an angelic assistance when attacking. So basically what happens is giant column of light comes down from the sky, an angel will drop down and he will proceed to fight with you. So that's more badassery, pretty cool effect. A chance to hit, you get an angel to come kick it with you. That's pretty cool. So let's see here. The Maximus, it's a two-handed sword, damage greatly improved from 700 to 1200. Good deal. 225 vitality, 56 resist all to 340 340 strength, 100 dex, 150 vitality. So those stats are astronomical. 14% extra damage to demons over the 7% that it used to have, and critical hit damage increased to almost 200%, which is huge. This sword right here, the first thing that comes to my mind is that you're going to see a lot of two-handed Whirlwind Barbarians out there. This crit is huge. Can you imagine an extra 193%? That's a pretty big number. Right now we can probably push about 140 on the budget barb. Say for instance you don't have any static crit damage, you just have a socket and you might put a gem in there. You do it twice and you have 70 on your main hand, another 70 on your offhand for a total of 140. This is actually giving you another 53%, so that's a lot of damage. Let's see here. And I threw in some stuff to promote build diversity. So here you have an example of a brand new legendary called the 300th Spear. It's 993 damage, but it has increased ancient spear damage by 46% and weapon throw damage by 45%. So if you wanted to try out a throw barb, there you go. Fragment of Destiny. This is a legendary wand which actually gives bonuses to Spectral Blade. I don't know why any wizard would want to go melee, but somebody might, and this is one way that they could potentially do that. So the idea here is that they're giving us what we wanted. We asked for build diversity. I personally enjoy Diablo 2 so much because you might find a weapon that you can build an entire character around, and that's what they're trying to do with weapons like this wand. I think it's a good thing. Homunculus. This is an old school legendary mojo. Well, it's a mojo now. It used to be a shrunken head back in Diablo 2, but it gives huge bonuses to the cooldown of summon zombie dogs for Witch Doctor, and the cooldown on Gargantuan by 18 seconds and 15 seconds for the zombie dogs. So big cooldown reduction. More pets means more summoning, I guess. I don't really play a Witch Doctor anymore, and when I did, it wasn't based on pets because they were really bad. So that's something that a potential summoning Witch Doctor might be interested in. Let's see here. Now, we've got a gold skin. They say here that enemies will actually have a chance to drop gold when you hit them. And it also gives 100% extra gold when the gold is dropped. But the trade-off for this is that it doesn't roll stats. It's gold, however, and they wanted to kind of give you a bonus for it being gold and give you resist all. So all in all, I think this is still pretty useless, but a gold farmer might find a good use for it. Now, this section, they're bringing back a lot of the old Diablo 2 legendaries, like Frostburns, Bariza. You guys might recognize those names. So they're bringing back those old classic, unique items as legendaries now. They're all going to be complete with like fancy particle effects on the actual art of the weapon itself. There's a Diablo video, or an official Blizzard video, that shows you pretty much all of the new artwork for the new legendaries. I'll link that in the description of this video so you can go see that. Now, I personally have picked up a Scorn once or twice, and they were really bad. It was like 600 damage, 700 damage on a two-handed weapon. I mean, that's garbage. I never saw one as good as this one here, this 1000, and they're boosting the damage on that, so that's a good thing. Also, you see again here, huge crit damage, 192%, 95.5% chance to inflict bleed damage of 6,000 to 9,000 damage over 5 seconds. So that's a huge dot that you could actually place on a mob by using this axe. So yeah, here's the video actually here. I'll link this in the description so that you guys can go check that out. But anyway, this is a quick update, hot off the presses. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Doing good things with 1.04. Later on this month, we should be seeing that. And thanks for watching.